Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. This is my first video. As you can tell by the caption, I'm going to be talking about how I got pregnant at 15, which I'm still pregnant now. I thought I'd go ahead and start this because when I found out I was pregnant, I always looked for videos and everything to kind of help me, with telling my mom and telling my family and how to deal with it. So I always looked for, videos of other girls my age who had got pregnant. So in August 2021, I had got my period, but it was maybe like 3 days, and then I was off of it. And so after that, I got out of breath. Around the time when I was supposed to get my period the next time, it was about 14 days late before I noticed I had no pregnancy symptoms or nothing. It caught me, maybe I should take a pregnancy test. So then I got one of my friends from school to buy me a pregnancy test. She got me one, and then a couple of days later I went to school and I met her in the bathroom and I had taken the pregnancy test. It was very clearly positive, like very clear. So after that, I wanted to, kind of make sure. So I got her to get me some other ones. I took them again at home this time. They were clearly positive again. So then after that, I kept the pregnancy test or whatever, and the first person I think that I told was my boyfriend, the baby daddy. And then I had told my sister. She didn't believe me, so I had to show her the test, and she still thought it was fake, but then she was happy. Then after a couple of weeks go by, me and my sister and my mom are in the car on the way home from school, and I was texting my sister. I wanted to catch her at a good time, in a good mood, and I was texting my sister, and then I was like, should I tell her? She was like, yeah, she's in a good mood. So I pull up the pictures that I had taken of the pregnancy test that were positive, and I had showed them to her. She thought I was lying. She thought it was a joke because my sister was laughing and I was smiling because, like how it was like I was nervous. So I smiled, It was just kind of like I wanted to cry, but then at the same time, it was like, keep it in. So then she thought I was lying. So right after we got home, she dropped my sister off and we went to go get another test. We got back home. She stood by the bathroom door while I took it. So I had gone into the bathroom and I took it. And again, very, clear that it was positive. My mom, she was upset and disappointed, but it wasn't, it didn't last long. So a couple of days go by and she sets me up with a gynecologist, an OBGYN, and got me an appointment. We went to that appointment and she had went in there with me the first time. They had to do a pelvic exam and all that, and I had got an ultrasound and they checked everything. They took blood work and everything was fine, So by the time now, my mom has literally changed so much. Our relationship has gotten better and, she's happy. I had told my grandmother, which is my mom's mom, I thought she would beat me. Literally, I thought she would beat me. I thought she would be the person who was the most mad ever. And she actually wasn't. I had texted her and told her, and I was like, please don't call me. Because this was the same day I actually told my mom. I texted her and told her, I'd messed up. And I told her, I was like, don't call me. I don't know if I could talk right now. And, I would expect her to call me because she's that type of person who is like, that type of parent who is like, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. Or, if you tell her not to do something, she'll do it. But she didn't call me, and she texted me back and she was like, telling me that I had responsibilities now and what I had to handle, and, that I got myself in this, so I'm gonna deal with it, And she was just really helpful. She told me she wasn't mad. She was just disappointed. I'm really out of breath. So then I had went with my dad the next day, or a couple of days later. I can't really remember. I had went to hang out with my dad and his girlfriend one day. When we came back, my mom, I knew she was going to tell him, and I did not want to tell him yet because, you know, my dad, he's like that really overprotective dad, you know, like he didn't even know that I had a boyfriend. Like, he did not know I was dating. He's only met one of my boyfriends and did not know nothing about that. Nothing. You never want to tell your dad that stuff. Then we get back to my house for him to drop me off. My mom comes out, and you know, I text her, I'm like, Mom, please don't, not today. We will another day. And then she does it anyways. She didn't make me tell him, which I was so grateful for, because she knew how he was and how overprotective he was. Didn't know how he would react. I had saw that she came out, so I told my dad bye. I had went into the house like really fast, and I had been looking out the window, and you know, she told him. He didn't say a word. He walked back to the car and they left. But then within a couple of days go by, and you know, he's texting me telling me that he's here for me and that, you know, he's not mad at me. You know, nothing could ever, you know, make him mad at me or hate me or whatever. You know, he was just really supportive, and I was scared for a while because, you know, like, that's my dad, and I don't know how to explain it. It's just hard with the father more than it's the mom. I kind of isolated myself from him because I was scared, you know, like, and I just had to give myself time to kind of, you know, get used to it, because it was all so new and it was just weird, you know, just being around everybody. But my dad, he came around, and he is literally so supportive, and so is my mom. And then later on, you know, all of my family found out, and then maybe within like a couple of weeks, we posted it. I posted on Snapchat, so did my boyfriend, and you know, all that. And my boyfriend, he was really scared to tell his dad because, you know, he thought that he would kick him out or, you know, beat him or something. You know, it actually went way better than he thought. He had told his dad, and he said his dad was actually kind of happy. And, you know, he just told him, like, his responsibilities that he had and, you know, what he had to do and what he got himself into. You know, he had told his other family and his mom, and, you know, it went well, and they're all so supportive. So, remind you, I was around maybe 7 weeks when I had my first ultrasound. Maybe I was about 5 or 6 weeks when I found out, or close around there. Don't take my word for it, but it was around there. You know, there's not really much to it because so far it's been so easy, you know, no problems. I never threw up. I have not thrown up, not once, my whole entire pregnancy. No headaches, no cramps. Well, I've had cramps maybe about 2 times, and it was pretty bad, but it was just because I had to use the bathroom. So, I thought everyone would talk about us. I thought, you know, everybody says everybody will talk about you, you know, and which I'm very sure they did, but they never said it directly to me. It was all, you know, I'm sure, like I said, people did talk about me, but it was behind my back. Really, everyone was really supportive. You know, I've heard people talk about it or whatever, but there was nothing really bad to talk about me. But everybody was really supportive, all of our friends, everyone at school, teachers, especially my principal. She helped a lot and, you know, let me know that I could talk to her and everything. A couple of months go by, maybe about 6 months, no, I would say around 4 or 5 months, when we had our gender reveal. We had our gender reveal here at my house. So many people came, and it was just great. Found out we was having a girl, and which was the best thing ever, literally. I would have been happy with a boy too, but I really wanted a girl. We had our gender reveal maybe around in November sometime, and it was really great. Everybody came, our friends stayed after, and it was just really great. And so now to this part in the story, there's not really much to it because, like I said, I was never sick. I never had any problems. Nothing crazy ever went on. Me and my boyfriend's relationship, it did bounce from one thing to another. There was a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements, just a bunch of that comes with all the stress. It was just, I don't know how to put it. We just disagreed on a lot of things and we didn't really get along. Now we're doing so much better with communication and all that kind of stuff. And also, I didn't say what his reaction was when I told him. He was nervous, but at the same time happy. That's how I felt. Like when I saw that positive on the pregnancy test, I didn't know how to feel. I didn't cry. I wasn't happy. It was just, like, okay, I'm pregnant. Now I have to, own up to it and take care of this baby. And it was just kind of like, I accepted it for the way it was. It didn't really scare me. It didn't, but really with telling our parents and telling our family, it's not that hard as you think it is. They're mad for maybe about 2 days. If you have family that love you, no matter the circumstances, they are still gonna love you. Like they're not gonna judge you, no matter what happens. And then a couple of months go by and I'm about 7.5, 8 months pregnant. We have our baby shower around in February, at the end of February. It was amazing. A lot of people came. We got a lot of gifts and a lot of things that we really needed. Throughout this whole pregnancy, my mom has been the one to be there to help me with everything. She's made sure that I've had everything, made sure, I just have anything I need, anything Ivy needs, that's the name that we've picked for the baby. Everyone's just been really supportive over everything. And, it took a little bit of time for them to come around. But it wasn't, nobody hated me. Nobody hated, my boyfriend. And before I had gotten pregnant, we dated for maybe a few months. But that was the first time. And then we had broke up. We had started dating this time for about maybe a year and a couple of months. At the first few months, we were kind of off and on. Like, we would break up and then get back together within like a week or a couple of days. And then it was just, we really wasn't, that close. And then, as we got more into the relationship, more, time, then we got pretty close. And that's how we are now. We still disagree on things here and there, but we get over it and we just kind of talk it out. I'm out of breath and I'm sweating. But now I am 36 weeks and 5 days. And I've been going to the doctor, having visits weekly now. It's getting very closer to time. She's already head down. We maybe got 2 more weeks. Everything's really been great. It's really been an easy pregnancy, and it's went by really fast. It has went by really fast. Just with all the support, all of my friends that I have, it's been really, I wouldn't say easy. It's been easy. We have had struggles here and there, but it wasn't nothing major. I have a lot of help and I have gotten jobs. I did have one, but that didn't pay me much. So, I went and looked for another one and I babysitted for a while. I worked as a hostess at this restaurant. They had to let me go because I was 15. I told them I was 15, I told them I was 15. They had not looked at the policy and they were supposed to hire 15-year-olds, so they had to let me go so that I could come back. So I wasn't fired, but I couldn't come back until I was 16. And I also do nails here at my house. I have had quite a few people come and let me do their nails. That's just been, an extra way that I can get money to save up and, you know, have money for her and everything. But yeah, that's really all that I have to it. I want to start making more videos, so if y'all can comment or, you know, kind of tell me ideas on what video I can do next. Or, you know, like, I was thinking about maybe doing a Q&A with my mom or either my boyfriend in the next video, but I would post a thing on my Instagram where y'all could ask questions, you know, and we would answer them on video. I was thinking about maybe doing something like that, but, you know, just let me know in the comments. But again, I did get pregnant at 15. I am pregnant right now. Maybe got about 2 weeks left, and it's been really great. It's really a blessing, and I wouldn't want it no other way. A lot of people say that they do miss being able to go out with friends and everything, but I was really never that way. I didn't really, never been to a party. I didn't go out and drink and smoke and anything like that. I had a couple of times. I didn't really like it. You know, it wasn't really never for me. So, you know, I don't miss it. But then again, you know, there are some things that I can't and will not be able to do right now and in the future. There are some things that I do miss, but I mean, there's not really anything to it. You know, there's nothing that, you know, I would want to rather be doing right now. You know, I don't like to party. I don't like to go out, any of that stuff. But I'm going to end this video. I'm sorry if it was kind of boring. If you are pregnant and you are young, you can do it. It's not as hard as people tell you it is. You know, if you have support and love, you have everything you need. All it takes is responsibility. But if you are going through teen pregnancy and you're watching this, it is possible. You will get through it. If anyone needs to talk, you know, like, I'm always on my phone. My Instagram's open. But yeah, that's it for this video. Just like and subscribe or whatever, you know, whatever they say at the end of their videos. I'm going to end it here. I'm sorry it was a little boring, but there wasn't much to say. So just look out for any other videos that I might post. Thanks for watching.